I survived the Mormons. What? I survived the Mormon temple. I'm not joking. We really were terrified. So let me break it down for a minute. If you live in San Diego or have visited San Diego, you have definitely seen this Mormon temple before. Some people think it looks like a Disney castle. It gives me the heebie-jeebies. I mean, if you know, you know. The Mormon religion is very cultish, and it's a business, big money, and very, very secretive. So when they said they were opening up their doors for the first time since 1993, I know that my black gay ass had to go ahead and make a reservation. And I want to tell you my experience. First off, it's gorgeous. You can't deny its beauty. But the closer you get to that motherfucker, the weirder shit starts to feel. So my friend and I get dropped off in the front, and there are chartered buses of people who are actually excited to see this place for religious reasons. And I don't know why I didn't think that would be a thing, but it is. I'm talking about people in their Sunday best, honey. So I had a reservation for noon, and we show up, and then they start ushering us into this like tent. And I'm looking at these machines that look like it's blasting out things into the air. And me and my friend look at each other like, oh shit, is this where we're gonna die? But no, it was just air conditioning. Anywho, they wanted to regulate how many people walked in at the time. Makes sense. Okay, cool. So we're in this big ass tent waiting for our line to be called upon to walk into the temple, okay? After about 15 minutes of very awkward people watching where I was witnessing like young men like holding hands with each other. And I know it's not in a sexual way, but like it's pretty interesting watching like preteen and teenage boys just like holding hands. And I get that they're brothers or friends, but it's just different in my culture. Anyway, it's our turn to go. So before we enter into the temple, they tell us that we have to have our shoes covered. And now that's not really the strange part. The strange part is that there's little kids doing it for us. They tell us to walk up to this like little bench thing, put our feet underneath there, and there are these kids all under the age of 10 years old who are covering our feet with these little foot condoms. So we enter into the foyer and it just feels eerie. It's big, it's beige. I mean, like, I'm matched perfectly. It's big, it's beige, it's clean, and it's pristine. But as pristine as it is, it seems a bit dated. It's giving like 1998 hotel in like, I don't know, Oklahoma City. I don't even know where I got that from. So we're walking through these big ass hallways and it leads us into this, I don't even know how to describe this motherfucker, okay? You can look this picture up on the internet. Actually, hold on. We walk into this motherfucking room. Now from this angle, you can't really see what it is, but it's a baptism pool. And behind this photograph are like stadium seating, but not a full stadium. It's like VIP private. Only so many people can see this actual baptism happening. And everything is so clean and just there's drains in the floor. So when you're walking, you know, you're not dripping everywhere. Okay. And then to the left, there's the men's room. And then to the right, there's the women's room. And these locker rooms are the most pristine locker rooms I've ever seen. So I guess you have to go into the ceremony, of course, in all white. Everyone has to wear all white. And they have the outfits and the garments out there that we can take a look at what they look like. It literally looks like a sacrificial lamb situation. Like, what? What? From there, they take us to even more random sanctuaries with all of these strange oil paintings of like Jesus and very dramatic poses with his like middle part bust down and he's like slaying for Christ, you know? The artwork is, again, dated, very detailed, and just eerie, very interesting. Let's talk about the plants. There's a ton of plants everywhere, right? They're all plastic. All of them are plastic. Huh. Inside each room, there is someone giving us the word of Jesus and letting us know, what these temples are used for, and all of the holy moly things that happen in there. And the whole time, it's just this weird rock in my stomach, okay? So then they take us to this one room where we sit down, and all the walls are draped in this crazy dramatic curtain, of course beige, and I'm kind of living for it. But this room in particular is crazy. They say this is where you get like your, I don't know if mission's the right word, but he said a projector comes out and projects on the wall, and this only happens once in your lifetime. And I'm like, oh my God, the poor people that have sat here in these chairs, right? So that room was very interesting, the drapey walls and the mission room. And then they take us to like a contemplation space, which is just this really big stairwell to heaven. And I'm sitting there in awe. And mind you, there's no pictures or anything like that at all. But fuck that shit and fuck them rooms. This is my proof. Look at that face. I ain't listening to none of this bullshit. So from the contemplation room, they take us where they go and get married. Yep. And the shit is crazy. The altars in the middle, or the kneeling thing where they all kneel down. The whole family kneels down and they exchange these vows from each other. Not just for this lifetime, but for eternity. Bitch, I don't even like you half the time in this lifetime. What makes you think I want to be with you for eternity? It's just, it's wild. So there are these infinity mirrors facing each other in this room where they look in and do these like, Lord knows what. And so apparently there are more than one, I think they're called ceiling rooms. Yeah, ceiling rooms. There's more than one. And some are big, some are small, some are fancier. One had this crazy chandelier dancing all over the whole room. And see, by this time, I was in the front of the line, and I was talking to the lady. I was like, so, you get to pick your own room? She was like, no. She goes, but some are fancier than others. I was like, oh. She goes, and I know all of them. I go, I bet you do, girl. Which one's the best one? Girl, not me trying to make friends with the Mormon lady. So after the ceiling room, I don't think we did much more. It's a lot of walking, a lot of space, a lot of pews, a lot of fake plants, and a lot of weird fucking energy. We leave the temple, then the kids have to remove the things from our feet, which I'm still wiping off that strange energy from. And we went on our merry way. Will I ever do this again? Absolutely not. Was it fun kind of being an undercover brother? Abso-motherfucking-lutely. We survived!